Hello and welcome everyone. This is the Ohio Guys and we are here at Matsuri Con. We're here with Tony Oliver today. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
What was it like working on Maho Romantic?
Well, Mahoromatic was interesting. It's kind of a blended series, so it had this weird kind of way of getting started, which made me a little uncomfortable. But then as it goes, with Bridget Hoffman playing Mahoromatic, Mahoro rather, it was just it was wonderful. She's a fantastic actress, and the series got deeper and deeper. It's one of the first shows that I ever did that had a lot of depth to it. That we really got to explore into the characters a little bit and some of the conflict. Some of the characters are a little outrageous, but it was a lot of fun. It was quite a while ago, and it was great years later when Sentai Filmworks picked it up to get to go back and do the Mahoromatic movie and that sort of thing. So it's been one of my favorites.
What was it like working on K-On?
Well, K-On's a different story because I started in music. So first of all, since it's music-based, I was really happy about that, and I love the music. What I loved about K-On is to me, I call it the Seinfeld of anime. It wasn't really about anything in particular except these 5 girls and how they went along trying to get their band done and their love of music and ultimately their love of each other.
Right.
So, and they allowed us to record a few of the songs, and I got to vocal direct, and since I started music, that was kind of cool too. So it's been a lot of fun. I love K-On. It's my guilty pleasure. It was the thing I look forward to going to work every day when we were doing that. You know.
What was it like working on Please Teacher?
Please Teacher, that was a while ago. It's the same basic group from Mahoromatic. So it was just kind of a lot of the same cast, just kind of changing characters and that sort of thing. So again, it was one of those where you weren't quite sure what was going on. And even when we got into Please Twins, it was still a little kind of a bit of a mystery. I like the fact that it as an anime, it had all the elements, including the alien aspect and all that stuff, but it didn't play on that. It was really about the relationships, and I'm a big fan of relationship stories.
What was it like working on Samurai Pizza Cats?
Well, that was back in the day. You're reaching way back now. Samurai Pizza Cats, it was the last of the anime that I ever worked on where we weren't dealing with translations.
Right.
Back when we first started, they would just give us picture and a synopsis, and we would write the script based on what we wanted. And on Samurai Pizza Cats, they basically told us, just write what makes you laugh. So that's what we did, and so we got as outrageous as we could, and a lot of fun. I had no idea, and it didn't play in the States for forever, if it ever did. So it was funny that it went out, and we weren't quite sure. You know, we thought it was funny, we enjoyed it, we laughed about it, you know, and especially some of the stuff that we had to kind of soften, like, you know, like Lucille at the end nuking Tokyo. We had to take that out. And it was years and years later when I started to hear from fans about it that they liked it and they saw it. So it's kind of fun. We thought it just kind of went into the ether and disappeared.
Discotheque actually just recently re-released that.
I just heard that.
Yeah. Is there anything coming out that you can talk about right now, or anything that's out that you'd like to plug?
Well, yeah, Fate Stay Night just hit Netflix. It just released. The first season's up there to watch, and I got to direct it. And I also play Lancer, which reprised from the first time because this is a remake.
Right.
So I've gotten to play that. In fact, the cast is fairly much a blended cast between the original Fate Stay Night cast and the Fate Zero cast.
Right.
And Fate Zero is my God, I got to direct that, and it's really one of the things I'm most proud of. And right now I just finished directing Doraemon. I was like the third director that kind of took the show, and that's just the second season. Just premiered a few weeks ago on Disney XD. So, and I'm working. I can talk about this. I'm directing Love Live. So another music show.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, why they did it, because I worked on K-On, and again, it's wonderful. I can't talk about too much about it. They haven't announced much, but it's a great show. Very emotional at the end. The music's fantastic. 9 great characters to play with, and it's very surprising and very deep in a lot of the dialogue and what they're doing with it.
What was it like working on Tweenie Witches?
Well, Tweenie Witches was an interesting project in that it was at a time when a lot of anime, the anime producers were looking for ways to cut costs, so they were starting to send shows off to Singapore to be dubbed, and this was one of those projects that we were able to save and keep in the States. And what was great about it is I got to use some of the newer actors on that one because of that, including Lauren Landa, who happened to be a student of mine at the time, and who did a fantastic job. So it was a really interesting cast. It's the first show that I'd done, gosh, since Power Rangers, where I was dealing with brand new actors and people who were really passionate and not too jaded from doing this for too many years. So it has a spirit. I think the show succeeded mostly because of the spirit behind those people who were performing.
Do you have a Facebook, Twitter, any other social media?
You can find me on Tony Oliver Voice Actor on Facebook, and I'm just getting the Instagram thing down, so I don't let me not talk about that yet. And that's really the place to find me.
All right. I'm David. This is Tony. We'll see you guys next time.